Hey guys, um, this is my fourth video, and I'm gonna be talking about expectations. Um, Mostly because for the type of family that I was born into, and who my parents are, and who my brothers and sisters are, I have plenty of expectations, and that's been going on a lot lately with me. Um, Both my parents are, they're not strict, but they have a lot of expectations for all for me and all my siblings, and especially because my sister, who's the oldest, she literally raised the bar for all of us, and like she wasn't a perfect student in high school, but she was very not sociable. She got good grades. She didn't really do anything. She did band. She like you know wasn't she's a teenager, but yeah, she wasn't your normal teenager. She was more like she wasn't as reckless as I've been or my brothers. And because of that, especially me, my parents are, they think that I have to be exactly like her, or at least my mom does. My mom thinks that because she got good grades and because I'm going to the same high school as her, I have to be exactly like she was. And not last year, but my sophomore year, all of my teachers except for one teacher, they all had her as a student, and they all expected me to be exactly like she was when she was there, and she was their student. So it's kind of like a stab in the back. For teenagers, we have a lot of difficulties going through different things, especially with being teenagers. There's so much going on in our lives. Like, not every teenager has a job or whatever, but most teenagers, want a job, want a car, want their license, want freedom, want, responsibility. And most of them can take care of, themselves. Most of them are capable of having responsibility and doing what they need to do to get their responsibility and keep it. But there, certain parents are extremely, obsessed with their kids' grades and how they do in high school, and it's gonna affect their future or whatever. I mean, I understand that you want your kids to have a good future and have all the opportunities that they can. I want that for my kids. I'm not saying you shouldn't do that, but you shouldn't put so many expectations on your children's shoulders, because if you do, then they're gonna break. Seriously, they're going to break, and they're gonna resent you for the rest of their life, because you are the one that put your own expectations for what you wanted when you were in high school on your child's shoulders. And that's gonna be your fault. I don't understand why parents are so nitpicky about how their kids do in high school. I know plenty of people who don't have parents that are you need to get, certain GPA, certain grades, and all that stuff. And the kids, they live up to that, but because they want to, not because they're forced to. I also know plenty of kids that are forced to get, a 4.0 or above a 3.0, their entire, every single grade that they go into. And when they don't, it's really bad for them. Me, myself, I've never been a perfect student. I've only had above a 3.0 for 1 year my entire high school career so far, and that was this past year. I had a 3.3 the first semester, and I had a 3.1 the second semester, I think, or something like that. And it's my parents. They want me to do good, yeah, of course, every parent does, but they're not you need to get a 4.0 or above, or a 3.0 or above, but they want me to get C's or above at least. But there's people out there that are no, you need to get an A. You need to get you can't get lower than an A. If you get an A minus, it's bullshit, because you should have worked harder to get an A at least, or an A plus or something. I'm just if you expect your kid to do so much with not a lot of time to do it, and then you force them to do other stuff like, take care of younger siblings, or like work a job so you can help pay for stuff at home, or drive everybody in the house around or something. If you expect your kid to do that and get good grades, then you're stupid. Like, who expects their kid to be able to work, part time, like on the weekends or after school or something, um, have a job, uh, have a job period in high school is hard. I have a job and it's hard. Drive everybody around if they have a license, take care of younger siblings if there's younger siblings, get good grades, take SATs, okay, take higher courses in high school like AP or honors. I did that and I was lucky to pass, okay, you know, get into college your senior year. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get into college because of my grades. I was stupid. I didn't try as hard as I should have my sophomore year. So it really fucked me up. Okay? But there's kids out there that should not have to have so many expectations on themselves by their parents and by, from older siblings that set the standard for, higher grades and stuff in their family. Like, I know one person, I know a couple of people. There's one girl, and she has three older sisters and a brother, and all of them, I don't really know about her brother, but I know all the girls did really well in high school, so her parents expect her to do really well. And this past year, she did a lot of stupid shit, and that really fucked her up, and she started having a bad relationship with her parents. Like, that's her, it's her fault too, but it's also her parents' fault because they put so much crap on her shoulders, and it's making her break, and it's making her want to be reckless and stupid and do stupid shit. So, like, parents need to get a fucking clue because it's not all about what you wanted to do in high school. It's not your life, okay? It's your child's life. Remember that. Sorry. um, I have a hard time with certain stuff like this because I'm 17, I have a job, I have a car that I pay for on my own, okay? I do as best as I can in school. I just took the SATs, and I didn't do that great on the math part. And then, you know, I have to apply for colleges, or my mom wants me to apply for colleges. And then this year I've taken one AP class for English, because if I go to college, that's, my main focus, English and writing, because that's what I want to do with my life. But of course, my mom, being who she is, doesn't want me to be a writer. She wants me to be like some fucking doctor or like a lawyer or get some high ass paying job and pay for her when she starts to get older. And that's not gonna fucking happen. Like, she expects me to do so much. Past 4 years before my oldest brother went to college this past year, my sister was away at college. When she got out, my brother went in. Okay, so they're paying for my brother, and they're still paying for my sister because she went back to fucking college. Okay, and during those 4 years that she was away, my brothers were living in Arizona before one of them moved out here. I was here at home doing all this crap at home, and then having to take care of her because she was too tired to do a bunch of shit. Like, I cleaned the house, I took care of all of our animals, including our dog, okay? I cleaned out the cages, I fed them, I washed the dog, I did the dishes, I vacuumed, I did all the laundry, including my own, okay? And I get nothing! I get absolutely nothing. My sister had to buy me this computer. Well, she bought this computer, and it was hers, and then she gave it to me. And the iPod that I have, she bought me this for my 17th birthday. My parents didn't give me shit. All my mom got me for Christmas was a fucking jewelry box. Like, really, I think with how much I've done for them and for her, I would at least get something more. I don't know. I don't know. Okay? I'm so tired of hearing kids at my school, being so worried about their grades because their parents aren't gonna approve. Like, parents put so much shit on their kids' shoulders. And I'm at that point where I'm gonna break because of my mom. My dad, not as much, because my dad, he doesn't mind that I want to be a writer. He understands that I love writing and that I want to do that for the rest of my life. Okay? But my mom is like this fucking psychotic bitch who doesn't understand shit. Like, really? Okay? Your daughter does not want to be a lawyer. She's not as smart to be a fucking doctor or dentist. And even if she did get a lot of money for writing, or she didn't, the money's not gonna go to you. It's gonna go to herself, her boyfriend, who's going to be her husband, and the kids that she's gonna have, and that she wants to have. Okay, it's not gonna go to you. At all. You're not gonna get the money. Okay? Now, last year, on my birthday, I ran away from home. It didn't last so long. It only lasted for like 8 hours. But I did. I ran away because my mom was, working me to the fucking bone and she was expecting so much out of me. Like, I don't. It was a stupid thing to do, obviously. I should not have run away because I got caught anyways. But still, like, if your child runs away from home, doesn't that, like, show you something? That you need to change something about the way you're parenting? Like, should there be, like, a fucking light bulb go off? Like, really, okay? I ran away because I could not stand to live at home anymore. My parents fight all of the time, and because I was the only one home when this happened, because my brothers lived in Arizona, my sister was at college her last year, and nobody was home. Nobody cared. Nobody was around. I had absolutely no one to talk to except for my boyfriend. Okay? And, I shouldn't have left, and he did help me leave, and I went with him, and now my parents don't like him, or my mom doesn't like him, and she never liked him in the first place because he was older. And now I'm not supposed to be with him, but I still am because I love him. Okay? I want to be with him for the rest of my life. And I have a promise ring. I have a promise ring. We know that we're gonna get married. We know that we want to spend the rest of our lives together. We know that we want to have a family. I know all of this. I don't give a fuck what my parents say. Okay? And, some kids are like, oh, why don't you like your parents? What's wrong with your parents? Blah, blah, blah. Well, first of all, my dad's a fucking asshole, and he was never around my entire life. Okay? I've been in bands for like 7 years. I've been in bands since I was in 3rd, 4th grade. Okay? And he has not gone to any of my concerts at all. He's never gone to one. I was lucky that he went to my 8th grade graduation or promotion or whatever. Because he wouldn't have gone to that. He's a fucking asshole. Okay? And he's a truck driver, and for most of my elementary school, when I was in elementary school, he was gone on the road. I saw him like once every 3 to 6 months. He was gone, okay? And because of him, I'm pretty sure that I have asthma because he fucking smokes all the time. And every time he goes out and smokes and he comes right back in the house, I can smell the smoke on him. Okay? I don't want to be around a person that smokes. Okay? I have trouble with breathing or smelling the smoke. My boyfriend's family, his sister, and his dad smoke. And every time I go over to his house and they're smoking, I can't stand the smell at all. Like, it's hard for me to even walk by somebody that's smoking because of my fucking father. Okay? So that's why I don't like my dad. He smokes. He's gonna die soon anyways, because he has fucking diabetes and he has to take antidepressant pills and all this other crap. Okay? And then my mom, don't want to get me started on my mom. My mom is a fucking psychotic, psychopath bitch. Like, seriously, okay? She's crazy. I understand that my mom gave birth to me and I should be thankful she even gave me life and all that shit. but I'm not gonna be thankful. Not for the way that she's treated me, and not for the way that she's parented me my entire life. I have never once at all my entire life been shown or told that I was loved by my parents. I think my dad said it like twice my entire life. My mom has never told me that she loves me at all. She's never told me that she loves me. Okay? And for a kid to go their entire life without hearing their mother, the one that gave them birth, the one that, pushed the kid out of their fucking bodies, didn't tell them that they love them? Like, what kind of parent is that? The fuck is wrong with you? Okay? Now, I have my own reasons for not liking my parents. There's kids that don't even have parents, that are foster children or something, or adopted, and they love their foster parents. Okay, they don't know who their real parents are, but they love their foster parents. And it's different situations. Okay, but my situation, I don't like my parents. I do not get along with my parents at all. I'm grateful that I have all that I have because of them, and I'm grateful that I'm alive because of them, and I'm grateful that they give me food and that they have a house over my head. Okay, but they didn't even buy me my truck. My truck was given to me by my cousin. Okay, after my freshman year, me, my dad, and my sister went to Indiana for like 2 weeks, and when we were leaving, my cousin gave me the keys to his truck, and my sister drove it back. Okay, so I have my own truck. My parents didn't buy it for me. My cousin bought it with his own money, and then he didn't want it anymore because he got a new truck, so he gave it to me. So they really, since I started high school, they have not done a lot for me. Since I started high school, all that it's been is fucking hell. Okay? And maybe that's not for everybody. Maybe people that have a lot of expectations isn't like that. Maybe people that have a lot of expectations have a great relationship with their parents. I'm happy for the people that have that. I mean, but I'm jealous of the girls that I know that have amazing relationships with their mom. Okay? I've never been able to tell that. To have that. Okay? My parents know that I've had sex. Okay? Yes, I've had sex. I'm 17 and I've had sex. Whatever. Big fucking deal. Okay? My parents know that I've had sex once. They think that I've only had sex once. I've had sex a lot more times than once. And I can't even talk to my mom about that. I can't talk to my mom about the way that my boyfriend makes me feel. That he makes me so happy, and he makes me feel like a princess, and like, he treats me so well. I can't say any of that to my mom, because she doesn't even want me being with him. Like, I can't talk to her about anything. The thing that I ask most of her for is books. Honestly, I ask her for books all the time because I love reading, and I know that she will buy me books because that's like the one thing she will always buy for me, these books, because I don't ask her for money for like alcohol. I don't ask her for money for pot. I don't ask her money for weed. Okay, I ask her to buy me books or to give me money so I can go and buy books. Who does that? I'm like the only person I know that buys books. Seriously, everybody else doesn't like to read, and I love reading. Not everybody I know, because I know Erica loves reading, and Amy and Haley, and there's other people too, but I'm not going to mention them, because yeah, but, like, I don't know, okay. This has been an extremely ranty, vent-ish video. I guess I need to see that out of my system. I'm sorry that you guys were the reason or were the audience for this, but I need to get it out. And it's not just me that goes through this, it's a lot of different people. And, I can completely understand why people go through it or why they are the way they are. Because some people who have the same, problems as I do are like into drugs and alcohol and like they're ruining their lives, but I don't know. I think all teenagers have certain, expectations, and we all have certain stuff that's, put on our shoulders by our parents or by family members or by older siblings or something. But I think parents or, our guardians need to understand that we are not them. Okay? We are not going to be the same person that they were, or we are not going to be the people that they wanted to be, or the people that they expect us to be. We are our own people. We are our own person. I am my own person. I want to write for the rest of my life. I want to make books. I want to, have books made into movies. I don't care. I just want to write. It's not that hard for me. And I just wish that my mom, supported me. That's really all that I want. For my mom to support me in what I want to do. And I know that's never gonna happen. So I guess for now this is the end of my video. So stick around, I hope. I hope this video hasn't scared you off in any way, because I cussed a lot in this video, I know. And I probably hurt somebody's feelings or enraged somebody or something that I am or I'm not sorry for, depending on what it is. But if you're gonna stick around, I guess just, comment, send me ideas, all that good stuff. I will see you all next week. Bye!